Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cat. I'm always angry.
You're doing this wrong, 'cause at the end of the promise.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake. This channel is called Jake of All Trades, and we're going to be doing BABYMETAL's brand new song today, From Me to You, featuring Poppy. I'm really excited for this. I've been wondering if BABYMETAL was going to be putting out a new album sometime soon here, and I'm actually really excited because I found out they're going to Milwaukee on July 5th to Summerfest, so I'm already booked my ticket for that show. And actually, I was going to go see them. I was thinking about going to see them in Madison, Wisconsin back in November when they were in the area. And I looked at the tickets. I'm like, I can't swing $160 to go to that show. But now they're coming to Summerfest and it's like $30 a ticket. So I'm like, yeah, that's good. Along with that, they're going to be playing along with Bloodywood, so I hope I hear Beckhoff at the show. They're going to be playing with Ginger, and The Warning's also going to be there on another stage, so it's going to be a great night. So if any of you are going to Summerfest that day and we bump into each other, please say hi. So anyway, all that being said, we're going to check out brand new BABYMETAL, and without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, here we go. BABYMETAL, From Me to You, featuring Poppy. Here we go. Again with the silence. Ooh.
Let's go!
Love the deep tune guitar.
And you're scared 'cause you're running for cover, but you might be ready for.
Gosh, the choreography is amazing. Very tight. That's all in English too. Ooh. I love the high-tech setting in the video. Poppy's banshee scream. What a contrast. So much contrast in this video. Are they on Mustafar now? I feel like this is gonna build up to something huge. That guitar solo in the background. Oh, that thing was singing Poppy's part. Did Poppy turn into a monster? Ooh, key change. Seeing that monster singing Poppy's part. Jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go from beginning to end, but there's gonna be a lot of jumping around. But I listened to that song a couple other times just so I could try to pick out as much as I can. And if you guys picked up on something that I didn't, drop it in the comments. Let me know. I always love learning a little bit more about the production and the story behind it, and any of the meaning that's in the video that I might not have picked up on. So at the beginning, the silence leading into it. I just did Ready to Rock the other day from Bandmade, and they had that silence going into the beginning part of the video, and I'm like, my volume on? Is this becoming a trend now? Like, please let's not make this a trend. But anyway, once we got into the actual guitar though, I love the tone of the guitar and the bass and the way that the bass drum hits. It's just satisfying on a deep level, just like, I feel it in my chest. It's just like, yes. The drumming feel throughout the song, the drumming really changes up the character of the song as we go through. You've got like the driving nature of the intro and the verse, and then when we get into the chorus, it changes to a much more dancey, upbeat pop type drumming style, and then you've got like a major breakdown in the second part of the second verse, and you've got like some blast beats at points, and it's just like, ooh, it just changes the character so much, and I love the variety in the drumming. Then the choreography from the three of them is just so precise. It's crazy to me how pinpoint accurate and well coordinated they are, and like to the point where it seems like even their hair, which they don't have direct control over, falls at the same rate and in the same way. It's just crazy how they're able to do that. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but it just seems like it's pinpoint perfect. Getting into some other aspects of the song is mostly in English with a little bit of Japanese in there, which I think at least a lot of the songs I've experienced, other than Ratatata, most of the songs in Japanese with maybe a little bit of English here and there. So got a little bit of a reverse of what I'm used to with Baby Metal.
Strike that. Reverse it.
Some other things too, like regarding the video, there seems to be like this, I don't know, two videos isn't really a trend, but when I see similar things in multiple reactions, I'm starting to wonder, is this like a trend that's happening? I recently did Hanabi's new song, Tasty Survivor, and they had like this futuristic, then kind of dystopian type setting, and Baby Metal's kind of doing a similar thing with their video. They've got this very futuristic type setting, and then it like opens up into a big hellscape of like, it's like, are they on Mustafar now? Even after the hellscape ends and they go into the key change into the final chorus, it's like you've got kind of the wreckage of hell opening up, but then you've got the blue sky, which kind of signals some hope for the future. And I kind of got that same sort of feel a little bit, not one-to-one comparison, but the similar sorts of vibes with the Tasty Survivor with Hanabi. So I'm just seeing like a lot of these different little connections and trends, and that I find fascinating with the videos. Then just some comments about the vocals. Sue Metal, she's a wonderful singer, an absolutely wonderful singer. I've heard her do some more live type stuff. I've seen some live videos from Baby Metal, as well as like the one take for Monochrome. Her voice is gorgeous. Though one of the things I noticed on this was that they use a lot of auto-tune in the chorus, and it becomes more obvious in the final chorus. I missed it a little bit more early on. I think it's masked a little better, but I don't think Sue Metal needs auto-tune. But because of that, I think that the auto-tune that's used in the song adds more to the texture of the song, rather than it's like, oh, Sue Metal needs auto-tune because she can't sing. No, she can sing. But I think it's, given a lot of the electronics in the song, I think the auto-tune kind of serves a connection between the electronics and like the human vocal. Then the game vocals I thought were pretty interesting too, between Momo Metal and Moa Metal. They do a lot of the shouts and stuff. And at first I was wondering, I heard a little bit about Momo being able to do some screaming. And I hadn't really heard her do any screaming before, other than like, I guess she does the everybody in the rat-ta-ta-ta along with Kevin. It's a little bit harder to pick out when Baby Metal is collaborating with other artists that do harsh vocals. It's like, okay, is that Kevin, or is that Poppy, or is that Momo? It's hard for me to tell sometimes, but I think I caught a little bit of it in the final part of the chorus as they're like doing their game vocal, and then Poppy does like her exiting Banshee screams. And I'm waiting to kind of get a better, clearer picture of her screams maybe in a non-collab song that's going to be coming out sometime soon here, hopefully. I really want to get a clearer picture of that, but I think I got a little glimpse into it with this song. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. One of the things I thought was kind of funny was Poppy as the demon that's coming out of the earth. Like, I thought this was just going to be like this monolithic demon creature, but then like when it starts like screaming along with Poppy, it's like, oh, I couldn't help but like giggle a little bit with it. But it reminds me a little bit like Poppy in her interviews. I've seen a couple. She's very quiet and robotic. She refers to herself as a being. And she's this very quiet, reserved person in the interviews, but I think she's playing a character from my understanding. I don't have a lot of background on like Poppy's whole lore, but that's my impression anyway. It reminds me a little bit of like the Hulk. And I know there's some other shows out there that kind of fit into this theme well, where you've got like this calm, well-mannered, very sweet person. Something happens and they turn into this like superpowered demon or monster. It's like, oh my god. So the first one that comes to mind is the Hulk, but it's kind of that sort of theme with Poppy, it seems, with this video. Another thing I liked here too was the key change at the end. I've been enjoying that we're kind of bringing the key change back into songs lately. I again made a comparison to Tasty Survivor. They had a key change in that one too, and now here in Baby Metal's new song, they've got a key change going into the final chorus. And I think there's some other songs too that I just can't quite think of right now where you've got key changes going into the end, which I've been enjoying hearing a lot more lately. Those are my thoughts on the video overall. I really enjoyed it. Again, just a heavy banger of a track, a really good collaboration between Baby Metal and Poppy. One of the other things that I was not expecting with the collaboration was that they basically used, unless I missed Poppy in like one of the clean vocal layers, they basically just featured her screams entirely for this song. And Poppy sings very, very well. Like, her clean singing is very, very good. But I'm kind of surprised, at least from what I've heard, please correct me if I'm wrong, that they just featured her screams here instead of like some of her clean singing too. I would have loved to hear a little bit more. Maybe in subsequent listens I'll be able to hear Poppy's clean singing in there. Again, we'll see. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the song and what you guys picked out from it. If you like it, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss anything going forward. If you want to hear anything else from Baby Metal or any other band that you want me to check out, drop it in a comment. I also want to thank Jonas S. for supporting me on Patreon. I really, really appreciate it. And again, I'm going to be seeing Baby Metal on July 5th at Summerfest in Milwaukee, so if we happen to bump into each other, you recognize me, come say hi. I'd be happy to meet you. So that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you, and rock on.